Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a guide to Free Comic Book Day 2025. If this is your first time, you're probably wondering, what is Free Comic Book Day and why are they giving us books? It's used as a way that various publishers can advertise their books and keep you updated on new events coming within the year. The reason your LCS is doing this event is because it brings in customers through their door. So now you're probably asking, hey, what should I pick up? Well, you're in luck. Here I have is a list of the various books that will be available. Unfortunately, just because it's on the list doesn't mean your shop will have it. We're going to kind of go through each one, tell you my thoughts, or if I don't know anything about it, kind of what I think the audience would be great for. Starting things off, we have Archie's Comic Spectacular #1. Archie comics are great books you could just pick up anywhere, grocery store, or even a comic book shop, and read it, not have to do any prior research, can go in, get some good stories. It does say all ages, but I feel like it's more suited towards a teenager, adult, and practically anyone can find enjoyment within it. Bad Kitty Gets a Job #1. So I was able to do a little research on this one. It seems that this is a kids book series, so if you're trying to get your kid to do some reading, this might be the way to do it. Creaky Acres #1. So this one seems that it is more suited towards a middle school age. I would say more like a fifth grade plus. Has a story about overcoming diversity, changes in life, and really a coming of age story. Does also have some to do about the horse. So the horse on here is it's not about nothing. Dr. Seuss graphic novels #1. So I feel like this one doesn't need much of an introduction. Dr. Seuss are just great, cute, rhymey type of stories that can be enjoyable with the whole entire family. And here you're gonna get like 3 samples of the new graphic novels that are coming out. Heck of a name here. Iron Man and his awesome friends slash Spidey and his amazing friends. These are books that are really suited towards a very, very young age to show them superheroes for the first time. It's Disney, it's super safe, and I feel like it's one of the best choices for a really, really young child. Here is something fun, Flash Gordon Adventures #1. So this is in fact the hit sci-fi series known as Flash Gordon, just done in a really cutesy adventure style. You can use this to introduce your kids to something that you're interested in when you're younger, and you know, just be able to share something with them. This is another one I'm not familiar with. Hero Bear and the Kid #1. Another kid's book here, but this time it has a fun play in the whole comic book thing. Hulk Teach #1. So this is another novel, but this time geared towards middle school boys. Kind of has that cool style that every boys book has. So if you got a boy, maybe the book for them. Ken Spot Toy Box Special #1. So I feel like this is one of the most fantastic ways to get your kid into the comic book hobby. Here you can sample various books that are definitely suited towards a younger age. I recommend Robot Plus Girl. That has to be one of the better ones that Ken Spot does, but you cannot go wrong with any of these. Get them to find something that they like, and you can pick these up at the comic book shop. Here's a cool one for all the video game people out there. Mega Man Zero. The first thing, this is obviously a kids type of book, but it is for everyone. It's really rocking off that nostalgia, and it's awesome to see Mega Man back. So sadly, this is one of the titles that did get canceled. Phineas and Ferb #1. Power Rangers slash VR Troopers #1. So I haven't been talking about this a lot, but this Power Ranger series has been rocking. Melissa has been a really fantastic writer, and I am interested to see what this VR Troopers is going to be about. I think this is going to have some Power Ranger stuff, and of course the VR spin-off coming. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures slash Avatar The Last Airbender #1. So coming back to the young ages stuff, Young Jedi Adventures is really geared towards them to get them into the Star Wars universe stuff. And the Avatar The Last Airbender story, it's kind of random. I really don't know what's going on here, but hey, it's something. Don't think it's going to be an Avatar story. They're just kind of throwing it in there as an incentive. So I did read somewhere that this may be canceled, but if this is out there, It's really a cutesy type of story, Disney based manga type of inspiration. Transformers Worst Spot Ever #1. So from what I know, this isn't a part of the Energon universe, but rather a graphic novel coming out. I think a kid's story that's Transformers based. I do want to say this is probably going to be safe, pretty decent stuff. So don't be afraid just because it's geared towards a kid to not pick it up. If you like Transformers stuff, I'm sure that this one is pretty safe just because Skybound has been absolutely killing it. Will Eisner, a comics biography #1. I believe they do one of these biographies every year. It's usually always a graphic novel and it's various famous people. Oh man, Minecraft, the manga slash Beyblade X #1. I feel like this is going to be one of the hotter books just because that Minecraft movie's been popping off. We have that Netflix series, and absolutely everyone is just going to be after it. Now, the Beyblade X, this seems like an afterthought to throw in here. Oh, it's a manga, so let's actually throw in a true manga type of series as well. And I was talking about killer stories earlier. Amazing Spider-Man slash Ultimate Universe #1. This is another one of those books I feel like I don't have a lot to say about it. Great jumping on point. This will be a hit, massive event. So get it now and jump on in. Energon Universe 2025 Special #1. This is the only time that if I could recommend anything, I'd be like, Energon Universe. You want to know why? It's because Transformers and Void Rivals, they are so fantastic. Now, I haven't read G.I. Joe, but I'm sure that it's in a very good spot as well. This is a way to get into a jumping on point. Pick it up. It is a must read. Got to be one of the top Free Comic Book Day picks. Fantastic Four slash Giant Size X-Men #1. I want to say that Fantastic Four is the new upcoming ongoing series. They're getting ready to go back to #1. So really excited about that. And the Giant Size X-Men are these old nostalgic type of books. They are higher price, but you're getting quite a bit more book for the money, which also increases the price. But still great stuff if you're interested in any of those. There's also going to be a sneak peek of something big. So you know Chip Zdarsky, fantastic writer. It turns out there may be a little bit of his Captain America that is coming up. Godzilla the New Heroes #1. Okay, IDW is doing something that I think is awesome. Godzilla is going to have this whole universe going on, and this is kind of set within all that. I think multiple previews to books within this big universal tie-in. So voices is literally what it says. It gives the writer a voice and it lets him put it out. So these are usually bigger books on the more expensive side, but you're getting a lot of pages and just a lot more content overall. Star Wars #1. This is a mainline Star Wars book. This isn't really their side stuff, focusing on bigger characters. And if you like this, this will be available month to month. Gargoyles the Mana Zero. These are really great cartoon books. Usually the Gargoyle series are really shorter. This is #0, which is a jumping on point. You pick up this one, then you can go and pick up #1 and have a little more insight on what's going on. My #1 anticipated series is Speed Racer #0. This one is another jumping on point. It's literally the hit manga series Speed Racer. Gonna have some action. I just anticipate it to be really great. It's done by Mad Cave Studios, and I want to see what they have to offer. I've heard nothing but great things, and think this one is going to be the one on Free Comic Book Day. More video game stuff, Street Fighter vs. Rival Schools #1. As far as I can tell, this is just a fun crossover between two fighting game properties. The Phantom #0. Mad Cave has been taking on a lot of these older classics and turning them into something new. This time they're going to be going with the Phantom, the purple hero. Just from the cover alone, it looks quite interesting. Got a little preview into what the story is going to be about. Another setup for a #1, really a jumping on point. Probably the craziest crossover of the year, Thundercats slash the Powerpuff Girls number 0. So out of all my honest predictions, I feel like this will be a big hit amongst everyone. Technically another jumping on point, a fun crossover that none of us could really see because, well, frankly, it makes no sense. Dynamite's trying to pull some money out of us, and we're all gonna pay for it. You wanna know why? It's frickin' Thundercats and the Powerpuff Girls, guys. Critical Role slash Black Hammer number 1. This one I really can't say anything about, but I do know from what I've seen, Dark Horse, they have really high quality art and usually a serious tone type of story. Lost Marvels number 1. So this one's kind of weird, but it is a 1970s Marvel collection of stories done by various older artists and writers. So cool way to check out some older stuff for free essentially. Valorant Zombies Resurrection number 1. Definitely something I would have never thought about. Sort of like a Marvels type of zombies, but in the Valorant universe. It's going to be an all new story that sets up this new Valorant event of 2025. So if you think you're going to check it out, might be the time, or if you just like zombies, here you go. Okay, I might have lied, this might be the biggest one. Mark Spears Monsters number 0. Even if you don't plan to read some of your comics, this is one of the ones that can go either way, but man, is Mark Spears something else. Check out this cover. That's why he's so popular. He shot up out of nowhere during Halloween. He had this series, he started off with cards, and dude, he's just something else. That's all I gotta say. This is a must pick up, guys. Tower Dungeon in Isak number 1. If you like action manga, this might be the one for you. If my LCS has this, I will probably pick it up just because this cover looks so nice and I want to know what series this is. Princess Guinevere's and King Arthur crossover number 1. Okay, just got done doing my research and I gotta keep this on my list. 2 cartoon series kind of doing a odd crossover, both in the 90s, so something interesting and maybe kind of cool. EC Comics presents Blood Type 0. So usually EC Comics does these shorter horror stories where they'll have like multiple different ones in one issue. Instead, I think they're going with a overall one big horror story. This is a jumping on point. If you like this, go and pick up the number 1 this summer. Best of 2000 AD number 1. Okay, this one's kind of cool. Just seen where it's actually Judge Dredd. So if you like action, this is an interesting indie book being done by Rebellion. Red 5 Comic Adventures number 1. In this one, it seems like you get 3 new adventures from Red 5. I think they're referring to themselves because that's the publishers is Red 5. But looks cool, and this might be a cool way to see what they got coming. Black Mirror number 1. This one's supposed to be a classic story with a twist about technology and society. It's also published by a small indie publisher, T-Pub Comics. So if this is your cup of tea, maybe the one for you. Funny enough, I already have this one. Kagurabachi and Boruto 2 Blue Vortex number 1. If you know anyone that likes manga or Shonen Jump in general, a must pick up. I believe this is the first time that Kagurabachi's ever been printed in American comics, so a technical first appearance maybe. And of course, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, just a great time skip overall. Conan Scourge of the Serpent number 1. Okay, there for a while I was really on some Conan. Jim Zub, he's absolutely a fantastic writer, especially for this like fantasy sword and all this type of deal. It's great stuff. And if you're hesitant, man, just try it at least once. Def Leppard's Hysteria number 0. So this was literally written by 2 members in the band. Really cool stuff. And it's a jumping on point yet again. Volt Comics doing cool things, man. Diablo Dawn of Hatred number 1. Not much to say about this one if you're into the video game series. here's some cool stuff just to read about your favorite universe. I Hate Fairyland Once Upon a Time Special #1. If I could go back in time, I would go and get I Hate Fairyland #1 and start from there. This is such a funny series. It seems cute, but it's honestly, yeah, it's something else. You have to read it, but this is going from the past and looking back and going forward to show you what's coming up next. IDW Dark, Find Your New Fear #1. It seems that this is a sampler of IDW horror stories, so you can read through here, see if you find something you like, and go and pick it up whenever it comes out. Boom Studios 20th Anniversary Special #1. Basically, this is a compilation of their bigger series, kind of giving you a hint into what they're going to be doing. Champion #1. I feel like this is really cool. It's a story about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I guess till he comes up to be an NBA player. I apologize for how long this video is. I would put the timestamps, but I want to get this out to you guys right on time, so maybe you can get a preview into what's coming for 2025 for Comic Book Day. I hope you guys stay safe, and until next time, peace out.